Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, damsels and dingbats, to another episode of Stranded Deep. Last time we played, I BS'd with you guys a little bit while I got my camp set up. And when I edited the footage and got it posted up, I didn't realize while I was playing that I was sniffling quite so much. Had I, it might have been a foreshadowing for things to come. Forgive me if I'm a little less energetic today than I normally would be, but I do believe I'm getting sick. I do not feel well at all. I have to keep coughing and clearing my throat and enduring my stepson's sense of humor as every time I sneeze or cough he screams Corona. I know it's not funny, but damn it, if you don't laugh you cry. And it's a serious situation and it should not be made light of, but at the same time I do not live in fear. So if I let fear rule me, and I will not live life. So the way I view it is I don't have it. I thank the Lord that I don't have it and that nobody I know has it. And if I get it, then I will pray for strength to make it through, and God's will be done, and we will leave it at that. For now, however, you gotta have a sense of humor in life. You can't take everything so seriously. If you do take everything seriously, you're gonna have a freaking heart attack, and then you're really gonna die, so... Anyway, yeah, I'm not feeling so hot, so I'm probably not going to be my normal, jovial, idiot self. I'm going to try and make this video because I'm severely behind schedule on my Stranded Deep for this season. Those of you who watched the last episode know why. And I'm still trying to recover from that fiasco. So, we got ourselves a bunch of buoy balls here. And, that's good news. Because that's startings for a raft. This is actually a pretty big boat wreck that we are exploring here. So it is most likely we are going to get lots of loot. We are playing on hard, which means we're not going to get as much loot as we normally would, but we should still be expecting to make at least one trip back to the island before we're fully done here. So I'm going to drop the stuff off. Okay, that's good. Oh no, that's not good. That is not good. This box needs to go away. Unfortunately, one of the achievements that I have not gained states that I cannot use a compass ever in beating the game. If I use a compass once, then I don't get the achievement. And by what I've read online, even having the compass in your inventory is considered using the compass. And I don't want to risk not getting that achievement, since that is the whole goal of this season, is to get these achievements. So I am going to treat these little blue fuckers like the plague, and any chance I have to pick them up, we are not going to. That door does not open, apparently. Anything, I can't even loot them out of the crate to save the crate for later. That's why I chucked the crate over the side. It needs to just not exist anymore. Alright, so this is what I mean. We gotta make a run back to shore already. And we just got it started. We have just gotten started looting the wreck. Wow, that was hard. If a shark comes at me, I will blind him. So... by the end of this episode, or the beginning of next episode, I will get started on the raft. It looks like we're going to have plenty of components to do so. Now these buoy balls have a habit of liking to roll away and disappear on me, so I need to find a good place to put them where they cannot do that. This looks like a good spot. Right. Chop down this stupid tree. Alright, now, another thing with these buoy balls, if you put them down too fast, they bounce off of each other. And we don't want, see, like that. And if you do it too fast, they bounce high, and they end up out in the ocean, and God knows, yeah, like that. Where did that other one even go? I don't know where it went. Nope. See, they're trying to escape. I want all of these in one place, that way, when it's time for me to make my raft, I know where to find them. You. See, I wasn't joking about ending up out in the ocean. That would have rolled down a hill and ended up out in the water, and I would have never freaking seen it again. Or no, I would have seen it. I would have just had to go fetch it. It's a big, bright, yellow freaking ball. How would I not see it? Alright, so we'll continue dropping this stuff off. I have to continually remind myself I am playing on hard mode, which means I need to check my food and water twice as often as I normally would. Which means the still needs to get filled twice as often as it normally would. Nope, don't drink the water. There. Well, we're good on water now, at least. Until I have learned the pace of the game now. See, that's the thing with the playing on normal. I've played it on normal so many times that I don't need to look at the watch, really, to know when it's time to eat or when I'm getting thirsty, because I've done it for so long that I kind of have this inherent gut feeling. I can usually predict fairly well when it's time to address my needs, but it doesn't, it's a lot faster in this harder difficulty mode, so I'm trying to make a habit of staying aware of it, keeping it at the forefront of my mind, because I don't need to curl over and just die because I wasn't paying attention. That would be dumb. D-U-M. Alright, actually I do not need this light. I already have one of those. These I keep because I discovered you could put them on poles at your base camp, and they can serve as like tiny little street lights. Alright. And I think I'm full. Nope, I got two more. I don't have the air. See, this is a big freaking boat. I've drowned in this boat a couple times already, just because I get so sucked into trying to get all the loots that I'm not paying attention to my oxygen, and then I'm so far in that I can't make it back to the surface for air in time. It has happened on more than one occasion. Like it is happening right now! Get up there! See, I get so sucked in, I lose track. Can't do that. Alright, what do we got? I got a couple of these. No, I want that. I want to drop that. Okay, so I have one. I got a couple of those I can put in there. A couple of those. That. This. I don't need that. Alright, I'm gonna go back in and get some more stuff. Maybe. Alright, so we are on the second floor. Did we clean this out? I think we cleaned this out pretty good. Nope, there we go. So now I want to go... Oh, hold on. How did I miss you? Oh, I haven't done this part of the boat at all. That would be why I missed you. It's the problem. I've played this part of the game so many times in my failed attempts to record that I forget not only do I forget what I've said and risk repeating myself, but I forget what part of this boat I've freaking explored this time around. Alright, so we are at the point where we got probably head back and drop this stuff off. I know for a fact the bottom of the boat is a ways down there, and I don't have time while I'm down there looting to sort through crap. It's literally a grab and go scenario, so I need to have as much open space available to put stuff when I'm looting as I can off the get-go. And we don't have a whole lot of time left in the daylight here. Oh, you know what? Not even worried about it. Not even worried about it. So let's drop this crap off. Drop it all off. I will come back and clean it up later. The only reason I take the axe is in case there's like tires or something like that. Like with the buoy balls, I had to use the axe to break them apart and get them to the surface. So, gots to have a cutting implement with you. All right, now there is a there are words that I am trying to say and that are and it's not working. This is the front entrance to the boat. Yep, there are tires in here, as a matter of fact. Let me grab this stuff. Grab this. Looks like there's some barrels in there. But I don't have time to worry about that right now. I need to get to the surface and get some H2O. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in and make sure I've got all of the loot boxes before I start trying to play around with the tires. Did I get everything in here? No. Of course not. Alright, so it looks like we've got all the loot boxes. Now we just need to go cut the tires free and start hauling them. I'm not going to haul them all the way back to shore. I'm just going to try to find a high dry spot I can put them out here. I've got enough resources to start my raft. Alright, you come with me, please. I'm probably going to have to, yep. They like to get stuck on stuff. Oh yeah, that snake? We don't want to play with that snake. That snake will poison us. We've got to see if we can get these tires out of here without irritating Floppy up there. Listen, Mr. Tire. We don't have to be difficult about this. Do we? Come on. Get the angle on your dangle. Alright, I need air. No time to screw around with you right now. Actually, I think I'm going to leave those where they're at. I'm not going to tempt fate. I know they're on the boat. I will come out and get them when I have the raft. Oh, hi, fella. I will come back out when I have the raft to work from. For now, I think this boat's pretty much done. I don't know if I have any more wrecks in the area to look at. Oh, yep, there's one over there. I think I got enough sunlight to go check it out. Let's go ahead and drop off what we got now. Be as efficient as possible. I need some food and water. The food can wait. The water I'm not going to tempt fate with. So let's drop all this off. Let's grab the fishing spear. Grab me some dinner on the way back in. Alright, and I have enough of these to restock this for now. We are going to have to cut down another tree later. I think my dog is snoring on the couch. I think that's what I'm hearing. I hope that's what I'm hearing. Was I got a mouse on a motorcycle in the house? Alright, so let's swim out real quick and see what's on this other wreck before it starts to get dark. I got plenty of stuff I can do in camp now to hopefully keep us entertained when it gets dark. So let's see what we got here. Just checking for sharks. Checking for sharkapoos. There's a box. And there's an opening up here. I wonder if I can get in through there. The answer is yes. Hey, little baby shark. How are you? You're so cute. Tell your dad to leave me alone. Oh, crap. There's a good opportunity to get stuck. Yay, more tires. Okay, those. Yeah, I'm going to leave those there too. I can come get those later when I have the stuff. What I like to do is I'll get the basic raft started to where it's mobile. And then I will take the raft to the raft parts and add the raft parts onto the raft as the raft is going. So that way, I used to just drag everything back to shore, but that took so freaking long, and I kept getting attacked by the sharks. So I've just decided, no, from now on, I'm going to take the raft to the parts, and it seems to work reasonably well. I mean, I still have to get in there and get the parts out of the wreck so that they'll bobble up to the surface, but it's a lot more convenient, and it's a lot safer than doing it the way I've done it in the past. Alright, so I think I've done all the wrecks. I need to go find me some food now. Let's go get me one of them big groupers before it gets dark. How's that sound? If we can find one. I always find one when I don't need one. And when I need one and I'm looking for one, I can't find one. And I always end up getting clownfished or sea snaked or sharked or something like that. So worst case comes to worst, I can kill a bunch of these little ones and eat those instead, but I would really like one of the groupers. There's more meat on them, and I don't have to dink around cooking multiple batches of food. Where you at, big fella? You and I, we're going to have lunch for dinner. We're going to have dinner. I'm going to take you out to dinner. Yeah, it's getting dark. I don't like being in the water when it's this light quality because I really can't see so far. And that's when the sharks get you. When you can't see them coming. So, if I don't find me a big old grouper here in a minute or two, I think I'm just going to have to... I think there was a grouper down in here. Honestly. See, the light quality is so crap, I'm gonna have to be right on it to see it. Normally during when the light's further up, you can see them a ways off and actually come in on them, but now with the way the light is, I can't see crapola. I cannot see crapola. Yeah. It looks like I'm just gonna have to get me some sardines. Maybe. If I could even manage to pull that off at this point. It's getting awful dark out here. And I told you guys I was not going to play in the dark so you could see what I was doing. Oh, I can't kill the Nemos. Oop, sardine. That should be enough for now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and head back to camp. And we will stay in camp for... You know what? Just because I can't see you don't mean I won't eat you. Alright. This right here is one thing I do not like about playing on hard mode. On easy mode, you just light the fire. But yeah, right there, if you're not careful, you can burn your hand and it restarts your progress. And I don't know what the trick is here. Like, usually I do fast, and then I go slow to keep the bar up, and then I do a fast, and then a slow to keep the bar up. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Finish it off. See, that seems to be the easiest way for me to do it. But, as you can see, it doesn't always work, and it's super annoying. Like, it's just another one of those things about hard mode that they don't do in normal, and it's going to take me some time to get used to it. I got to get used to it. So these I will put on sticks later, so that I can actually see what I'm doing at night here. But for now, I need... Where'd my knife go? Now I need to get some food going on a burner here. Yeah, obviously, we will not be making the raft tonight, but I would like to start on it next episode. We're probably going to spend most of the time gathering the stuff we need to make it, like the lashings and whatnot. See, this is what I was talking about with the stick. You just put a stick in there, and you put the food on the stick, and now you can cook two things at once, and that's freaking amazing. For now, while that's cooking... let's see what kind of goodies we got. We got all kinds of mess going on here, so let's see about cleaning up our camp a little bit. I'm going to put this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That didn't work. That didn't work. I didn't know math right. My 4 was actually 5. 1, 3, and 4. Alright. I know I don't have to have them all stacked pretty like this. But yes, I do. Okay, so what do we got here? We got planks, gas vehicle parts. Go through here and make sure I don't have any more planks in any of these. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about the skills, and then I forgot. Give me 1 second so I can forget again. Alright, I'm going to put my planks over here. Kind of have set areas in my mind where I stage certain things, and I've just done that for so long that way that as long as I have those things in those places, I can find them reasonably quick. Like, I'm supposed to have this over here. At some point when I have enough crates, I will start putting this stuff in crates and whatnot. But for now, I'm just going to go put them in the rough equivalent place that I normally put them. For example, my sheet metal is in the wrong spot. Sheet metal goes over here. Right here. Or wherever the hell it wants to go, apparently. Now, I want to save the sheet metal because there's another achievement that says... I think it's make 10 pieces of furniture out of sheet metal. Normally I use that on my raft. It doesn't really make much of a difference that I can tell, but I need to save that sheet metal for furniture now. Yes. Skills. On your watch, you have hunting, cooking, harvesting, physical, and construction. And... construction, for example, we saw last episode that if I didn't have my construction high enough, my construction skill, so I couldn't make the water still. If your physical stat is high enough, it allows you to hold your breath longer and run longer, and cooking dictates how much benefit you get out of food you've cooked. Stuff like that. So yeah, that wasn't a thing last time I played. It's kind of an interesting mechanic. I haven't learned exactly fully how it works yet, but it kind of gives you a nice little sense of accomplishment as you're playing when that little thing goes off and says that you've leveled a skill. You know, it kind of makes you feel like you're making some progress. I know once in a while when I play this, no matter what I do during that episode or during that chunk of time, it doesn't feel like I'm really making any progress. It feels like I'm just kind of stagnating, and that helps with that sensation, being notified that you're making that progress even when you are not, you know, you're not making anything or you're not looting anything. It doesn't feel like you're going anywhere in the game, and then the game kind of gently, calmly reminds you, hey, it's okay, you're doing good. So yeah, I kind of like that. Speaking of which, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. And yes, I put my meat on my raw meat on the ground, but that's because I have a nasty habit when I loot out of the fire and I go to eat the cooked food. I always end up eating the raw stuff first. I'm making myself sick. So now when I cook stuff, anything that's not on the fire cooking goes straight in the dirt. And then when I'm done cooking whatever I'm cooking, I will pick the thing up out of the dirt and back in the fire it goes. Having troubles remembering what goes where here. I know where these things go. I do have, like I said, I do have an organizational pattern that I like to follow, but I'm not quite. After I get the raft started and it becomes more important for me to be able to find my materials quickly, then I'll worry about that. But right now, I just kind of want to see what I'm working with and get stuff kind of semi-squared away. We don't have enough time in the episode to really do much of anything else. And again, since it's night, I really couldn't go do anything if I wanted to because you guys wouldn't be able to see. Well, I mean, I guess this would help, but you'd only be able to see like a very tiny amount. So for now, it's not going to hurt me to refrain from doing too much away from camp at night. In the future, I'll just have to try and remember to bring a light source with me. Right now, I'm just trying to get everything in a semi-organized way. Like that. That is a no-go, yo. That needs to go here. And parts is parts. I got this label. I never use this label maker. Maybe I will this time. I know once I got stuff set up and everything's where it should be, I know where to find what. I don't need labels. But at the same time, it's not going to hurt me to label stuff, right? I can do that. Alright, let's go drop. Alright, we'll just feed this stick in here. It scares me every time I do that. I forget to put it back over here because I think for a second that that's my actual stats. And I'm like, how did my freaking stuff get so low so quick? I know I'm playing hard mode here, but it's not supposed to be that freaking drastic. Alright, and then we got some lashings. We are always in need of lashings. Let's drop these off here. The label maker we'll put here. And I think that should do it. Now, I said I wasn't going to do... I was going to try not to do any recording without... I wasn't going to try not to do any gaming in here. Whoops, that was not what I was trying to do. I'm going to try to do as little gaming in here as possible without recording it. But at the same time, there's going to be times where, like, I think, even though I said that, I'm going to, when I get done wrapping this episode up, I think I'm going to go ahead and record, or I'm going to go ahead and play for a few minutes longer, and I'm going to get my camp squared away here. That's not necessarily, yes, I am playing without you guys being able to see it, but it's just me getting my camp organized, and I'll show that to you what I did the next time we play. But in the meantime, I don't think it's really something that you guys really want to have to watch. So we are out of time for this episode today. We did manage to get the boats explored and whatnot, the wrecks, and we got some stuff to start a raft next episode. For now, however, I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. Why is that stick moving? It should not be. Oh, it's because it's not. It's supposed to be in the ground. Not in the ground. There. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up for now. Next time we get together, we will work on the raft a little bit. I should have my camp squared away, and I'll give you a little bit of a tour when we get there. But until then, I have been your host, DM Renavion, saying stay safe, have fun. I'm out.